No, if I have to give an example, the first thing, irrespective whether you are with a lawyer or a law firm in year one or anybody, first auto suggestion or a suggestion to your own brain you have to give is, I have to master my drafting skills. I have to know whether I'm sitting under a tree in Patiala House or a fancy office in Amarchand. I have to know how to read a brief in 2 hours. I have to know how to draft as precisely I can. And I can articulate or communicate 100-page information to somebody in maximum 1 page. Forum is immaterial. It is material what a kind of work it gives you. Exposure is very important. A big law firm will definitely give you a high exposure. A big solicitor will give you a definitely high exposure. You cannot be independent in year one. So you have to choose where is a big feeder of work, where you will get your raw material to experience. Second, where I can master all these things. So first year, I think forum is immaterial. Okay, I would advise you should go to a big law firm in year one or a boutique law firm, because you're passionate, you are anxious. But law firms and boutique law firms temper down your anxiety and passion with a discipline. It puts you in a discipline. It makes you go to them at 10 o'clock. It makes you realize the importance of procuring a client. It makes you realize the importance of earning money. It makes you realize in a drafting where is vetted, checked and verified by 5 people who are higher than you. So there is always a Damocles sword hanging on your head, that you are always being tested or examined by your associate or a senior associate. I always say, if you want to also be in litigation, start with a structured setup. Not with an independent lawyer or a senior counsel, but with a structured setup of associates, law firm, billable hours to bring in that discipline in you. Do that for 2-3 years. Then think about joining a senior if you want to at all, or do your LLM. Then once you're tested enough, verified enough, you have a stamp that you are a good worker, then come back in, start taking those experiments about pure drafting, pure briefing, or taking the argument counts. So first year forum is not material. It's only material where it gives you good work, number one. Number two, you have a good exposure to the clientele. Number three, it ventures you out or throws you out in the big bad world to experiment. Number four, where there is a discipline, you're examined, verified and tested at every juncture of your draft. Number five, where you can adapt by seeing others. You have to be in an environment that where you see your own senior briefing somebody or your senior counsel arguing. So you have to buy the ticket to the right theater. So it's all about year one is buying the right ticket. So that's my advice. Yeah, absolutely. And don't join your father in the year one, because otherwise in litigation or corporate, unless you have suffered humiliation, you can't bring the best out of your own self. Unless you're humiliated by a senior, you're humiliated by your clerk, you're humiliated by a judge, you're humiliated over a client call. These are the things that will bring out the best in you. Get humiliated, enjoy the humiliation, learn from the humiliation, and take it up from there.